Hi friends, welcome back. My name is April and I am also Wicked Crafty Mom, and it has been a long time no talkie. I have been cleaning like mad for the last while, days and days. So I've gotten a lot organized in my space, which is awesome. I still haven't quite figured out how to go about fixing the fact that my computer doesn't want to record right now. But I'm over that because right now I'm using my phone because that's what's working for me. So today is a junk journal with me video. Just to kind of get back in the groove of videos, but also because this is exactly what I had planned for this particular video. I'm way behind, but I'm trying to give myself some grace because this was my first month doing it, and I still put out 7 videos, and that makes me really happy. This will be number 8, but I don't know if it technically qualifies because it's going to go overnight tonight. Tonight's the last night of the month, but you know what? I'm going to call it. So 8 videos for this month, which is way more than what I did last month, which was nothing because I wasn't doing videos. So anyway, so it's been crazy here. I brought these out because I wanted to show you. I made these cute cards and I'm super proud of them. And they are for this is my like Supreme video journal. For now. So I made this for a page in here. So these are the videos that I've done and the videos that I'm gonna do. My plans, my goals for the month, and this is where these go, right into this page, which I really like. I got my ephemera organized, like my paper scraps and stuff like that. I got most of my paper scraps organized actually, at least loosely, if not completely. I have a new system for my scraps, so that's kind of neat. I've even organized, these are the tags that I've made that are waiting for a home. These are the completed ones. Completed. Some of these I've made on camera with you guys. And so, these are my completed tags, so I have them ready to go and handy for if I need them on pages. And let's see, I'm using baggies right now to kind of quasi organize, and then once I figure out what I've got for everything, I'll stop using baggies and I'll start using, well, maybe I won't stop using baggies for some things, but either way, right now I'm just using them because I've got so many pieces that I'm moving around, and I have more of some things than I thought, so I can size up my bags if I need to. It's not very thrilling, this organizing stuff, but it makes me super happy just to have it. These are bases. These are tag bases, and these are basically, they got as far as tag shape before I stopped playing with them, or I did it and I don't know, whatever reason, these are basically the bases for a bunch of tags that I can make. So if I need a base, maybe there's one in here that I can use instead of making a whole new one. So I can look at that. Hey, baggies, man. Baggies everywhere. And these are ones that I've put some work into, but there's something that's not quite right, that they're missing something, and I want to do more work on. So I've got a bunch of these that I can do, play with over time, add something to fit the page that I'm working on. And these are tag bases too, like the last bag, but they wouldn't fit in that baggie, and I didn't want to get a huge baggie when they would fit in this just fine, and I could tell the difference. And then if I need to revisit this baggie system, I can do that. But I got most of my large scraps settled to an extent. Let's see, and these are some words that I had made out of just black paper and white paint. And so I took my stamp set one day and just played with them. So I thought these would be good for my October journal. October journaling. So now onto these. These are papers that I grabbed and they're sitting here so that I will use them. I literally flipped through pads as I was putting them away. And the first 5 papers that I'd flip, touch a page, that would be mine. I'd flip, touch another page, that would be mine. So I was going through and just whatever ones my hand hit, I would take those out so that I would use them. So I've got a very kind of eclectic mix of papers from different paper packs that I have accumulated over time. And by accumulated, I mean hoarded greedily. So it's very loud because our window is open, so I don't know how loud it is on camera, but our window is open because it's warm out. Even though it's raining, it's still warm out, and it has been since we took our downstairs air conditioner out, and I knew we'd regret it as soon as we did it, and we did. So I've got my coffee flavored sugar milk. So, and I wanted to show you this too. So this book, and I know I need to tighten up the binding, but this book cracks me up because I had 5 signatures in this book. 5. I have 1, and that's still not complete, and it's not showing any signs of being less bulgy. So I was only able to fit 1 in here, but I did redo the binding on this because I've only got the one in the middle now. I took these pages out. I took all the pages out, and I went through and found pages that I had made in other sections, other signatures, and I took them out and glued them in here, or bound them in here, or whatever, so that I would have all of the stuff that I've worked on in this book so far all together. Because it looks like this is going to be just kind of my September, early October journal. I've still got some room to play, but I think not as much as I thought I was going to. I keep thinking that I need more pages than I do. But because I took the binding out and because I cut the pages out, I ended up redoing the binding. So I just did simple stitches, a couple of pieces of embroidery floss, back and forth just to make a little design here. And then this is the actual holding it in binding. So it actually looks a lot more streamlined now because all those tassels are off here. But I did put eyelets in so that I could hang stuff from the binding. So I could still have room to play in here, and I still have room to play out here. So I have done many spreads since my last video in here. This cracks me up. So I added even more to it. I just put some background papers here, but I love that that slides in like that. Okay. And, oh, I love this. Okay, so this is one of my pages. This is another one that I really like. So I made this. This is my to-do list for yesterday. I don't have one for today. I didn't fill it out, but I will. And I will also be, so what I'm going to do is make one for today because I haven't done that yet. So I'm kind of using a bullet journal style for my to-do list. So this is the stuff to do daily, weekly, monthly. But this is, I love this card so much. I made it from, this is my collage, one of my collage pages that I made and scanned. And then this is stuff I stamped out and I put it on here. Then I've got a bird that I've had the page ripped out for quite a while. And I've got flowers because everything was organized. I was able to find my flowers, and I made a little cluster here with one of my words that I put up in the group. And so I've got this neat little page here that I can put a quote or something on. And I'm just so tickled with how this came out. I love the blue and the pink, and then that these are both pages that I made. This one I made out of stamps, and this one I collaged myself. I think that's really cool. And so for this is actually sealing wax. You can't, so it kind of got glued to the thing, the paper, the parchment paper. It got glued. But it is a bunny seal. I think I have it over here. Maybe. Where'd it go? It was around here. I don't know where it went now. Anyway, oh, here it is. So, I have this little bunny seal. I don't know if it's focusing or not. Hello. Focus there. So I've got this bunny seal, and that's what this is, but I didn't put enough wax on, so I know that now. So then I, because it looked pretty fragile, I backed it with this cardboard cutout from my 1-inch punch. So I just punched something, inked it up, stuck it behind, and then while I was doing some writing in this, everything started cracking, so I, like, super heavy, like, not just obscene amounts of glue. I put a big batch of glue on this so that it would dry, so it would protect it and it won't fall apart. So anyway, I made this I've made these pages. This I don't know what I'm gonna do with yet, but it's got pockets. So anyway, so we're going to be making a page for this bad boy right here as soon as I figure out where I put my template. It should be, I've got all my stuff for the most part over here, but I'm not sure if that includes the template that I made. It would figure that wouldn't include the template that I made. Let's see. Where are you? Come out, wherever you are. Well, boogers. Let's see. I'm still looking. I'm trying not to look forever, but this is really frustrating because I had my template and I know I had my template because I made pages with it. Oh, all right. Oh, I found it. Here it is. Okay. I feel better now. Alright, so I'm going to grab my pencil. And so I'm making my to-do list for today. And since I don't really need to worry about it too much, I'm just going to be super random. And I'm going to grab paper number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is paper number 6. So I'm going to hit my phone with that, and this is going to be my starting point. It's pretty paper anyway. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, this is going to be the background. So, just going to trace, making sure I'm still filming. I am. Okay. So a lot has happened since we last chatted. Let's see, the boys ended up getting a fall cold, and we've been positive the whole time that's what it was. But because they go to school and because of the pandemic, one of the boys went to the nurse, and then they ended up coming home so that they could get a COVID test or go to the doctors and have a doctor sign a note saying that they didn't have COVID. And so, so they saw the doctors, had a test, Everybody seems to be fine. Positive result. Wait, no, not positive results. I mean, the results were good. The tests were negative, and that's a positive. Ay. Yeah. Anyway, good news. No COVID. We like that. Oh, and you know what? I have new baskets for my daubers, and the basket actually hangs on the wall with a hook. And I have daubers, I have spray inks, I have 3 of these baskets lined up on my wall that I can reach because I'm short. So I use the ones, I only hang things where I can reach them. So this was good. All right. I don't truly understand my ink pad here, but I also know that, see, it looks like I got some just now, but I also know that I got it at the same time as I got my black ink pad, so it should be, I know I use this one more, but I can't imagine that it would be that big a difference from the get-go, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, with all the precautions and everything, you know, all the boys got their tests, and they all did fine with it. Apparently they are much less scary and invasive than they were at the beginning of this. So that's awesome. Okay, so now I've got this page, and how about a book page? I know what I'll use. I'm going to use this. My youngest son made this for me. He took my stamp pads and he stamped them out in this pattern. And so this goes actually pretty nicely with these colors. So what should I do? It is kind of a stark white though. Do I want to do a pocket? I really like this one I'm hesitant to rip unless I'm certain I want to use it. I think I'm going to make this like its own page just because that makes more sense to me. Okay, so I have some accordion music. The music itself is not an accordion. However, the instrument it is music for is an accordion. I've been doing lots of pockets. I think I'm going to do a flip on this. That's, I think, what I'm going to do. So, alright, so I am going to make another one of these, only smaller. And so I do that, make it a little smaller, by deciding that this is how much of a difference I want from this edge to this edge, and this is how much of a difference I want. So I'm going to have a very little gap, but I can trace it that way. There. Okay. I think that'll be good. It's just eyeball, but it'll be fine. Okay. So So we're still waiting to hear back from the pediatrician's office on our youngest son's test results, but I am not particularly worried because he had the exact same symptoms that his brothers had. See how it goes just a little bit around now? There's room there. All right. I am going to back this with music. I'm kind of talking this through to myself while I'm talking to you. So, I'm going to back this with music. I just coffee dyed this. Surprise, surprise, I haven't stopped coffee dyeing while I was... I lost my pencil. Ah, there it is. Hiding from me. Okay, so I am just tracing and so I am going to use glue stick. And I am still trying out the Scotch Create glue stick. I'm not really sure how I feel about it still because it is, I've had some good results and some less good results. So, which side do I want? That works. I like that. I'm going to use the Scotch Create glue stick that I just put back because I'm ridiculous. Okay, so I don't know if I'm not putting enough glue on with the glue stick. Ooh, stringy stuff, man. This glue stick is all strung out. All right. It's kind of like cotton candy, but don't eat it because it's not cotton candy, guys. I am not suggesting it's cotton candy, just for the record. Okay, so I do like glue stick because it does still turn paper into a giant sticker, which makes me super happy because weird things make me happy, I guess. Alright, so I've got my, whoops, wrong card. I've got my card, not that it would have mattered which one I grabbed, but this is the one I have. Okay, so there's that. Flatten it out, and that's the thing that I do like, is that it does make it super flat. Come here. Oh, I wanted to show you this also. So I was watching Gail Gostinelli. I think I said it right. I know she says it enough times that I should know. I was watching her videos and I noticed that she puts her dauber down. And I noticed that the cover of her ink had a big brown spot on it, on her brown ink. So I was thinking about it and I was like telling myself that I had wanted to set my stamps up so that I had a list of what colors I have, that kind of thing. So I just cut out some pieces of cardboard and with my circle punch, and then I took some double-sided tape and I stuck it on here. So now when I put my ink down, the ink that is left on here transfers, and then when I'm done, when this is, you know, as brown as I want it or whatever, so I would say I'm pretty much almost done with this one. It'll be ready to put in my book, telling me what colors ink I have. So I'll be able to use this spot and just put it in the book, and then label it there so that I know what my ink looks like, what I have in stock, what, you know, that kind of thing. Because I have a bunch of different colors, and I want to make sure that I've got them an accurate idea of what colors I have and what the ink looks like in each thing, because that's different sometimes. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that because I got the dauber and I just put the dauber on top of that, but I've been doing it with my pink inks. As I am using inks, I am putting a dot on the cover. Two problems, or, well, I guess it's not really a problem, but I don't know. That's what I was thinking. Anyway, that whole story was about my ink dauber and whatnot, but let's get this inked up. Ink. So, really not a whole lot has happened. A lot has happened, but like not a lot to talk about because I've been cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. But we had a storm last night and it was pretty windy this morning. But the greenhouse is still up in our yard, so that's good. And it's nice to sit out there and listen to the wind. It's pretty. Look, I got my grubby mitts all over this, or somebody did anyway. So I got this music at Goodwill. I found this is from an accordion practice book. I am using stuff up. That is my plan. I'm using up what I have as I find it. Hopefully. Okay. So I now have, you know what? I'm going to trim this. I know I just inked it, but it's just too distracting to me. Too distracting. It's overlap, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I might be being ridiculous, but I don't care. Okay, so now I'm gonna re-ink because now it's got white edges and poo-poo to white edges. So, oh my god, I am having such a day, you guys. There, I feel better now. Alright. So now I need to figure out how to flip this up, what I'm going to use to attach it. And I also want to put some sort of paper here to write on. So, I think something that'll match color and tone. Let's see if I've got anything though. That's the real question. Maybe I should be preparing better for my videos, but that seems silly. Why would I prepare for my videos? This was supposed to be an easy one, just a junk journal with me that was going to be super easy. See how that's working out for me? Let's see. I don't actually... This'll work. This is good. This is good. Perfect. Okay, so I am just going to trace this. And it doesn't, oh yeah, it does matter which side I trace it on, I guess. I'm going to trace it. Okay, I had to pause for a second. My husband had a question for me. So, I traced it, and now I'm cutting this out. There's that. I picked a nice spot there. Okay. All right. It's a shame to cover that up, though, isn't it? It is, but I got plenty more of that paper. Plenty more paper. So, you can still do this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now it's not all covered up. There we go. That's better. Okay, so the boys are still home from school because we weren't sure if the doctor's office got the paperwork faxed out. So we've got all the boys home for the day. Littlest hasn't had his test results come back yet. So until that happens, he can't go to school. So everybody's home and has been home, and they've just been sick. That's the thing. Like, the kids have been sick. My husband thought he was coming down with it, although he seems to be doing better than he was the day he thought he was coming down with it, which is good. And it's just been a lot of coughing and yuck. So, but people seem to be feeling better for the most part. All right. So I definitely wanted this. I wanted this paper on it, but I still want, you know, I like that this is poking through. That this. Cars that go by on our road, and we live on a relatively busy road. Cars that go by sometimes are loud. Loud, rude cars. That's a thing. Here's this. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. So this, based on the format that I use for my bullet journal style to-do list for each day, I'm gonna have my daily, my monthly, and my weekly. So daily, weekly, monthly, not the other way. Jeez. Okay, and that still goes under here just fine. And I've still got, I can still flip it up. So I'm going to grab some washi and some gluey. Washi and glue. Because I don't trust this tape forever. Alright. So, I hope everybody is staying safe. There. Okay. Now it'll flip up. And it should stay because it's glued. So there's that. So now I'm going to decorate the front. Oh, and look at that. I have this piece that I can decorate the front with. So I'm going to glue that in just a second after I ink it, of course, because nothing goes uninked on my watch. So I really dig the brown against these colors. I think it just looks really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, So, whoops, more Scotch Create glue. Oh, this is Elmer's Glue All, and it's in a Sweet Sugar Bells bottle, and I made a... Oh, I don't think I shared these on here before. I made these so that I wouldn't lose my pins. I saw them on... Actually, I saw them on screen. I saw... I think it was Gail Agostinelli has one of those, and I really liked it. And so by the time the video was over, I'd figured out how to make them, and that I had the supplies with which to do so. So I made two. I made one for my Elmer's Glue All, is this one, and then I made one for my Art Glitter Glue. And so basically I just made them so that they would help me find my pins faster, and that's what I saw them being used for. So I'm gonna make nicer ones, but I just kind of wanted to see the mechanics of it, and I just used what I had laying around in true junk journal fashion. So so there's that. Now I've got bag o' stuff. Okay, so I've got this. If there was a little glitch in the matrix there, it was because I had to answer another question, which is totally cool with me. Watch me hit my camera. Okay, so I've got my scraps organized. You know what? You know what? You know what? Oh, I'm going to keep this out too, but let's see. I've got, oops, this pink lace, which I think will look lovely on here. I'm just going to tuck my bag o' scraps aside. Okay. Oh, you know what? I do like that. Maybe a little less. Maybe a little more. Let's see. This way. Maybe just half of it. I know I got really quiet. I was sitting there thinking, maybe half of it like this. I can deal with that. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this right down the middle. Whoops, I'm gonna poke myself in the finger and cut this right down the middle. All right, let's see, a little bit longer than this. Another snip, and I'm good to go, I think. Okay. I'm just playing with it to see what I think. See, I could almost line this like right up with, this almost lines up with okay, yep, there it is. I'm just gonna put it right over the thing. That was not my original plan, but I like it. Alright, so here's another trick that I've been dying to show you. This is Beacon 3-in-1. This is the tip it came with. This is not. Now, I know people go and get them at, what's that one place? You get them from Art Glitter Glue, but here's the deal, guys. I went to I went to Joann's when I went to get my mask stuff, and I found these little bottles. And these little bottles come with these little tips. And sorry about my nails. I've been playing with inky stuff. I know they're gross. I'm sorry. These little tips and the pins come on these little bottles. So all I did, just like I would with an art glitter glue, I just unscrewed it and it came off. So then I just moved it to my 3-in-1 craft glue, and I think I only paid like $5 for these bottles. So yes, I don't have a tip on this one, but I still have 3 more that are this size that I do have a tip on, and I use the tip for a good cause. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So it does work, and I haven't moved this 3-in-1 into a Sugar Belle bottle or a Sweet Sugar Belle bottle because I really like the tip. So it does take some doing to get this out of this bottle with this small tip, but it also does allow this tip to make very fine lines. So if I want to, I can take the tip off and just use it that way, but this works for me. So I've got, and this is lace, so I'm not super worried about it like coming off because it's good strong glue. There. Okay, so there's that so far. And let's see. This seems to be a wider end. And here. I do like this. You know what? I'm going to leave the selvage right on there. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. And I'm going to fray up the edges. Fray up the edges a little bit. Let's pull some of these spare threads out. Whoop. There we go. I'm just running my fingers down it now to see if I can kind of make it a little more frayed. There. I do like it. Let's see. Let's do... I'm just trying to get this side a little more frayed over here. Down bottom here. Whoop. Hello. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put the selvage at the top. There. I do like it. Alright. More glue. Okay. So, there's that. Whoop. Oh, goodness gracious. Stop that. There we go. Okay. So I've got those fabrics on. Look at me cleaning up my desk because I have a place to put everything. Ay. Too busy. Okay. So now I've got these, these tags that are finished tags. Let's see if there's one that looks like it'll work on here. Nope. Nope. Focal spot. Nope. I don't want to cover that up anyway. Nope. Doesn't work. Whoop. This one kind of does. That one. This one's the closest anyway. Feeling a little awkward here on this video. Just because I haven't done it in a while. But I was able to get over the... I don't want that. I was able to get over the thought of just doing the video, so that was good. So that's what this is. This was me getting over my nervousness about doing these videos again, because it had been a while. Okay, whoops, 2, there's this, close enough. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, that works. So, daily. Where's my pen? Here's my pen. Okay. Am I doing this on camera? No, I'm not. Ugh, of course not. Daily. Weekly. Monthly. Okay. I just realized I have forgotten to post my daily question and daily prompt in my group. I also have not yet come up with October's daily prompts and daily questions, so that's one of the things I've got to do today. Put right on this list that I'm making. Okay. So, daily, weekly, monthly. Oh, so my fingernail is dyed purple, and it has been for a couple days because I used, and this is the funny part to me, I used like just water, like washable markers to play around with dyeing some stuff, and the washable markers did not wash off very well, which is whatever. I mean, I was playing with dye, I was playing with the marker directly in the case of the body of the, where you hold it to write. Pulled that sucker right out. So yeah, that was fun. I learned some things that don't work, but I've been experimenting. I'm trying to get stuff lined up so that I don't just like make stupid flop things happen on my video about coloring. My video about dyeing papers and stuff. I don't want to just like have this video where nothing works out the way I want it to. That wouldn't make me very happy. So, well, I mean, it wouldn't make me terribly upset either, but it's not really what I want to have happen. I know what I'm going to do here. I didn't know until just now. And I'm just going to fill this in a little bit. Just kind of play with it. I don't really need it to look like I'm not really going for certain font, so to speak. Not that I can do fonts with my hands, but you know what I mean. Style. I'm not going for a certain style. Of writing. Definitely not calligraphy, because I don't know calligraphy yet. That is one thing that I want to do at some point. But really, I was just making some of it fat so it'd take up some space. Because I wanted something here, but I definitely didn't want to just keep adding stuff. So this is my solution for that. So here's my to-do list for today. We have gotten that taken care of. So one of the things I can check off when I write this is make my to-do list, because that's on my to-do list. So there's that. And we are at 51 minutes. So I am going to call that good. We've made this page. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my page in my book, and then we'll call it a video. Let's see. So the next video I've got coming up is going to be on tags, I believe. So I'm going to make different tags. Oh no, my glue is coming off. I might have to re-glue this. Right, so this is what I meant to do. There. So if you like what you've seen here, I appreciate that. And just please feel free to like, subscribe, share, talk about me with your friends. You know, whatever. If you have crafty friends, though, you know, maybe you and your friends would like to join my group on Facebook called Wicked Crafty Mom. Or, you know, maybe you don't, but if you do, you can lurk, you can participate, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Let's see. All right, get in here. Get in here. Let's do, whoop. Lay down and stay there. Okay, so I'm going to press this down from this side because that's how I usually do it. Okay, so now I am going to let this hang out in here. I'm going to tie it up with the tie that I had to take off here. Whoops. Yeah, see, it's still all stitched, which I'm going to undo at some point, but actually I'll undo it right now because it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Get out of here, stitches. Okay, close enough. All right, so there's that. So I can actually check and see what the next video is, but I do believe it is about making tags. So maybe we'll make a bunch of tags. So there's that. Let me just check for you. Okay. Tags. Yep. We're going to be making tags. So, until next video, have a great day. And thanks for checking out. Thanks for checking out my channel. And I appreciate you. Bye.